What's going on, family?
Hi.
In today's video, this is a part 2. This is continuation to the series on how to have more passion and intimacy in your relationship. Specifically for the men on how to please their woman. If you're a woman watching this video, you could definitely benefit because now you know what, this is true. This is what I need in order for my man to please me. Now you can genuinely and honestly express to him, look, these are some of the things that I didn't even know I was aware, but this is what you need to do in order to make me feel loved and appreciated and for us to have more love and intimacy in our marriage. And for the women out there, just so you know, or for the guys that are watching this, there is going to be another 3-part series for all the women out there on how to please their man. But right now, today's focus is how to please your woman. This is 4, 5, and 6. I'm bad with the numbers and the fingers. But we already did key number 1, 2, and 3 in the first video, part 1. And this is part 2. So if you haven't already watched part 1, probably be a good time to go and watch that either before this video or you can watch it after. The key is to watching all 3 videos of this 3-part series for the 9 keys to having more passion and intimacy in your relationship, specifically for a man on how to please his woman. So key number 4 is for the men is to regularly express what you appreciate about her. Regularly express what you appreciate about your woman. The woman you're dating, the woman you're engaged to, or the woman you're already married to that you plan on spending the rest of your life with. Monica, why is it important for the men to regularly express what he appreciates about his woman?
I just think it's nice because sometimes as a wife, we feel like we do so much and
Right.
Everything that we do is unnoticed. Like it just goes unnoticed and nobody ever notices what we do, little things or whatever.
A lot of times it's the backbone of the family.
Yeah, and we feel unappreciated, even though that's not the case, because I know my husband appreciates everything I do. But the fact that he actually takes time to say, oh, thank you so much for doing the laundry or doing like little things he'll notice. And I really do appreciate that because it does make a difference. Because even though I know he does appreciate it, just hearing it, it makes it even better. Yeah.
And when somebody is telling you, hey, I appreciate not just what you're doing, but they specifically, this is where it's really key, gentlemen, when they specifically are telling you, hey, I really appreciate you, mopping the floor. I really appreciate you wiping down the counters. Thank you so much for taking the time to clean the toilet or the toilet bowl. Thank you so much for folding laundry and actually putting it in the washer and dryer and doing all of that for me and also taking out the trash. You see, getting specific like that lets her know and reassures her that he's noticing every little thing that adds up to the big thing. It's a lot more powerful and will go a much further way for the men out there rather than you just saying, hey, thanks for doing the laundry and cleaning up. Although she did do the laundry and although she did clean up, a lot of things make up that, right? She cleaned up, but she cleaned up every room. She wiped down everything. She did the laundry. She folded it. She sprayed the air. She went shopping. There's so much. The more and more you can get specific about what you appreciate that she did every day, the more and more she'll feel loved and appreciated. And it's not just one of those things where, once in a blue moon, I show you what I appreciate, but regularly express what you appreciate.
And I was thinking, it doesn't have to be something that they do around the house. It could be that they go to work, or it could also be something that they're working on. It could be that I'm working on jealousy, and you were out grocery shopping, and you were talking to the cashier or something. And I was joking around with her too, and he was like, hey baby, I appreciate that you actually were calm and you didn't show any jealousy or whatever, like something that you're working on together as a couple that you know that she's working on.
Not sarcastic place, but in a genuine place.
In a good, I noticed that, you were calm and, you were relaxed, and I really appreciate that. You think that, that's gonna make me as a woman, like, want to do it even more because you noticed that I did it, like, that's awesome, like, I'm trying, I really am, so it's amazing when men do notice those kind of things, especially your husband, because it makes you feel special, and it's just nice because he's actually noticing it. it sucks if you go and buy things because then he's like, where'd you get that from? It's like, I can't hide it from you, you know? Like, you realize that I just bought a new pair of shoes or a new pair of jeans. But I mean, it's awesome too in our relationship.
Here's a beautiful point. I read this in a book, and it said that this guy was a janitor, and he was a janitor for a long time. And finally, somebody said, hey, I really appreciate the way you clean this floor. And they brought out a couple things that he was doing on a regular basis on what they appreciated. And the next day, from that day on, that janitor made an extra effort to make sure that floor and everything he cleaned looked a lot nicer than he ever did in the past. Why? Because somebody actually showed him that they appreciated his work. He loved his job, he was enjoying it, and he actually put in an extra effort to make sure it looked that way every single time, not just once in a while, because somebody recognized what he did. So if you like things that your wife does, cooking, cleaning,
so if the cooking,
whatever the case may be, show her that you appreciate it, because nobody wants to do things day in and day out or on a regular basis where they're not getting appreciated for, at least in ways that they should be recognized. So definitely an important key for you men out there. That's a huge key to have an intimacy and passion in your relationship. Key number 2.
Key number 5.
Well, this will technically be key number 5. Key number 2 for today is leave electronic devices out of the bedroom and give her your undivided attention.
That's a hard one.
Now, this is one that we're currently working on. But, you know, for you, just so you know, gentlemen, I'm not perfect, so I'm working on all these keys.
His phone is his love. And it's okay, you need it nowadays. It's really hard.
But you can see how that could benefit our relationship. Mm-hmm. Me leaving the phone, you leaving, even, and this is for both. It's a nice thing for both of you. But if we left our phone out of the bedroom, what would that allow? Us to have
good quality time together to talk,
undivided attention. Yeah. We're actually speaking, we're cuddling, we're present with each other.
Yeah, it's not about who liked my picture.
Right.
Oh my gosh, my mom just texted me. Or it's like there's
phone
so many
calls,
distractions.
Text, social media,
with
messages,
the phone.
emails, everything, all these different things that you can sports, all this stuff. But when you're in the bedroom, look, you have all that day. But when you're in the bedroom and it's time for you to go to bed, it's time for you to be present with your lady.
If you need your phone for your alarm, get one of those old-fashioned alarms.
Right.
And just the snooze
ones.
Yeah,
hit the snooze button.
Those are good still. Yeah, you 100%. Don't really need a phone. Yeah.
So leave it out of the bedroom to show her that she's first placed, way over anyone that is bringing attention towards you.
Plug the charger away from
the bed and leave it alone. You can leave it out of the bedroom, leave it alone. 100%.
Yeah.
Definitely a huge key, because those are the moments, this is where it kind of gets into the intimacy part, where you can build that intimacy, obviously for the married folks out there, that intimacy in the bedroom. That's where it takes your love life to another level, because you're showing them that you care. It's not just you're going in the bedroom and now you just want to get intimate and that's it, and then you want to go back to your phone. Then they just feel like you're using them. But a woman's gonna feel loved and appreciated if you're, cuddling with them and you're warming them up and you're leading into things.
And it's understandable that the phone is used for work a lot.
Right.
Like, I understand that you need your phone all the time.
Right.
But also, there's a time for everything, you have
even if it's 30 minutes.
You have to have a time for everything, and if it's you getting off your phone for 30, 40, an hour, whatever it is, to have a great relationship, why not do it, Yeah. I mean, we understand that you do need your phone for everything, but there's a time for everything, and everybody has 30 minutes.
Look, if you can't have your phone without for 30 minutes if you can't live without your phone for 30 minutes, you don't have a life. Something has to change. So change that today when you go to bed, because honestly, and I can promise you, that will up your intimacy and passion in your relationship to another level. And the final key for today, key number 6 of the 3-part series, is take time to notice what usually goes unnoticed. Why is it important for a man to take time to notice what usually goes unnoticed?
Because that just means that you're actually taking the extra effort to notice things that I would never think that you have it's just amazing because I'm like, oh, I'll do this, but he'll never know that I did it.
Right.
He'll never like even think about it, or you know. So it's just nice to know that you're actually paying attention to what I'm doing.
Right.
Like, it's not just like, oh, I saw that she did it, but you actually came and told me that. You know, we're specific about it. I really do appreciate that.
And this gets into that thank you category of you just, as men, your brain constantly searching all day. What can I thank my wife for? What can I say I appreciate? What can I notice that she's doing on a regular, consistent basis? Things that go unnoticed. So it could be something that she does while you're away from home. Could be something that her just texting you saying I miss you, saying I love you, showing that she cares about you. Or the way she handles the kids, the way she takes care of the children. The things that you would expect out of her to do on a regular basis. But see, the problem is once you expect it, it's no longer noticed or appreciated. So you shouldn't expect anything, you should appreciate everything. So by you letting her know, hey look, I didn't expect you to drop off the kids at school, pick them up, make them lunch, make us breakfast, clean, do laundry, go to work a full-time job, pioneer, preach, comment, participate, all these little things. Oh, well, she should be cleaning, cooking, and pioneering and working and all this stuff. You might think that, but that's not true. Nothing is expected. So everything that she does that you would think is regular, take time to appreciate it and notice it, because that's gonna help her feel more loved.
I think it's more than just notice it, to actually say it. Because a lot of times we might notice things and we're like, oh, that's nice in our head, but we don't actually like go and tell them, hey, you know,
have the courage to get it out of you.
Yeah.
And let her know.
No, because it makes a difference, because then I'll be doing it with a lot more joy, happiness. I already do it because I love you. Like, it doesn't feel like a job to me.
And these are noticing that you're trying.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna do it even more happier, like with more joy.
Right.
Yeah.
Like my wife, like I'm like, yo baby, great job with your comment. Even if she didn't get called on, I'm like, hey, you know, I'm proud of you. Hey Ryan, I'm always, you know, we're always telling each other we're proud of each other for when we comment at the meetings, because it's a big step. It's something that's not easy. You know, we do these videos, but it's not easy when you're in a new congregation, or even when you just commented on a regular basis. We've been in a hall for a long time before we moved in. It was something that was difficult, we get nervous about. But we appreciate it when each other notices what we're trying to do. Better for ourselves and better for each other. Take care of our body, eat healthy, you know, whatever the case may be. But every little thing that they do is for each other. So hopefully you men out there took some intensive notes. If you're a woman watching this, be sure to share this with your man or your future spouse, so he can know exactly
it's just good to know
how to please you. Either way, man or woman, male or female, this is a key video to watch. And then keep your eyes peeled for part number 3. This is a This is the final, I can't speak today, I don't know why. This is the next video is the final video of this 3-part series for the 9 keys to having more love, passion, and intimacy in your relationship. So hopefully, family, you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to comment below which key you loved the most as a man or a woman. And then of course, be sure to subscribe, like this video if you enjoyed it, and
share
with somebody that you think needs to hear this. All right, family, we love you guys.